What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again, jumping into a little bit more Tarkir Dragonstorm sealed. We have the potential chance, Arena Direct, to win a collector booster box this upcoming weekend. We are going to definitely be grinding that, so I figured in a little bit of preparation, let's jump into another sealed. We have not done Sultai yet, so we're going to give this a go. Let's jump in and see how we can do. Now, I'm hopeful that I can have some similar luck as we have had with the last few Arena Directs and get lucky with that, but we will have to see this coming weekend here. So here's what we got rocking. We got an Anafenza and a Windcrag Siege, both pretty decent. Those are both pretty decent. Obviously not in our colors. We did get 3 in our colors. We got Lotus Light Dancers, who I'm getting a little bit more familiar with. Pretty decent little lifelink creature here that could put some things into the graveyard that you can then use to harmonize or to renew, which is pretty cool. Fleshcrafter's been pretty awesome when we've had opportunities to do that. Civ 6 Ceremony, probably not a card I'm going to play specifically because of triple black. And then I do really like the Bloomvine Regent. So just a 6 rare little bundle here. Let's see what else we got in our colors. Wow, our white actually has an immense amount of removal. And Pack Beast is great. Battle Priest is actually really good. You got an Exhale and triple coordinated maneuver. It's pretty interesting. But let's take a look at the blue here, which is one of those colors we care about. Ringing Strike Mastery. This card is fine. I like the Whisper. Probably won't play the Stride. We got Fresh Start, which I'm not the biggest fan of either. Double Appraiser is really nice in this build. Fleshcrafter, Sage is good. Serpent, okay. Bewildering Blizzard, really nice. Stormbrood can be pretty good as well. And then 2 of the Dragons. 2 of Tap Downs and Flying 4/4 Wards, not bad. Got a Worthy Cost, a Legacy. The Blood Flies. Double Dragon's Prey is good. Tomb Guard can be pretty cool. Cruel Truce isn't something that I've been playing a lot, but I think might be decent here in sealed deck. Salt Road Skirmish is not exactly the benefits of this is not exactly what we would hope for in this specific build, but it is a decent removal spell. It's just a pure destroy creature. Crocodile is a decent target to renew because of the 1 black, so that's a good card to pitch. And then we have 3 Feral Deathgorgers. I really hope I have a Globe. These aren't fantastic, but you can draw some cards off these, and a 3/5 flyer with Death Touch is not bad. Red, pretty underwhelming as we would expect. We got a Wayfarer, Reclamation, we got the Piercing Exhale, very nice. Double Devotee, perfect. Champion's pretty good, Encroaching's nice. Triple Trade Route Envoy, I'm not super thrilled about, but Stormbrood is pretty cool. Let's see what our fixing looks like here. Double Jungle Hollow. We got Host. Host is really good. And, I mean, we could splash in the black for Mammoth Bellow. Double Falls. Do we have anything else? We have a lot of them. Outposts. A lot of the Tri-lands, actually. This might not be too crazy of a splash, considering we have the Bloodfelt Caves. Interesting, we got a Jeskai Monument. We have Triple Palace, which is really good. The Dancers, we have an Evolving Wild, and we do have a Globe. Okay, let me see what we can put together here. I think we'll stick to our colors, but maybe we get a cheeky little splash. See how it goes. All right, we've got it together here. I think this is what we're going to run. We really didn't get a lot of the good renew and or harmonize cards that we would hope for. Our removal, I think, is pretty solid. We're going to run these over here, Blizzard and Whisper, to help draw some cards. We do have, interestingly enough, we have a lot of dragons. We have the Island Dragon, the Regent, double Stormbrood here, so that's kind of interesting. We unfortunately didn't get like a Keru Goldkeeper. We've got good fixing here. I think our mana is actually really fantastic. I actually decided to cut the Evolving Wilds just because we had a lot of enters tap sources, and so I want to be mindful of that. We have a pretty decent curve, but again, we're a little low on the 2 end. I think our 3s are pretty good. We're going to more play the counters side of the Sultai build here instead. And Lotus Light Dancers does have a couple of targets, but honestly, I'm just sticking this onto the battlefield, hoping to throw counters on it and then attack with it to get the lifelink triggers. I think this game gets won here by just an aggressive top end of our Stormbroods, our Regents, and our Durgar Island Dragon, along with some Constrictor Sage. We do have some decent Renew creatures. Sage of the Fang Champion, Constrictor Sage, Fleshcrafter, like all those can be pretty good. I do like our removal, Saltlord Skirmisher, double Dragon's Prey, the Exhale, and then a Strategic Betrayal. The Globe is nice, and we get a little bit of card draw action. So we shall see how this does. Let's get to it. Okay. Pretty good open here. Palace, all of our colors. 4 manas. They are Coven. We're going this way. I think we do this. Okay. Interesting. And then they missed. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to punish them here. So we are pretty slow ourselves. Ice Climber. Just have them go ahead and get rid of that. They are just straight up whiffing. See if they have another counter spell. That'd be pretty gross if they did, not gonna lie. Wow. Okay. I have just not been able to punish them here. Let's rock and roll with this. Exhale? Like, do they have just all the removal? Okay. Oh, that I've... Sure. Absolutely. I mean, I'm just gonna keep putting threats on the board here. Crazy. They have another removal spell? I was gonna say, holy moly. Exhale, probably? Sure. I guess I could have waited until the end of their turn, but... Take the 2 damage. We can win the race here. Praiser should help. I want to do this 2 or 5, or would I rather play the Stormbrood? Yeah, I'll resolve. That's fine. That seems fine. I'd rather just get this. This is a 2-turn clock here. And that should be some pretty good pressure there. Tons of removal on their end, but card quality on the top end ended up winning out. They did a good job of fighting with 2 mana. Okay, this is another really solid hand. I will keep, and we get to play first. I really like the first turn Unending Whisper. I'm a fan of this play a lot. I'm just not developing to the board here. Ends up being the problem. Globe would be a big draw. Could also Stormbrood whatever they're going to play. I don't know that that makes sense to Stormbrood. We can get all 3 of our colors. We can Devotee instead. That's good. Really now the race is to get up to Regent. We can Regent, Stormbrood, get another land, potentially Bewildering Blizzard. Bewildering Blizzard is great against this Mardu build, assuming that's what they are. The Outpost and the Devotee would suggest that. Could also Unending Whisper. Ooh, Quarry Steelcutter. And Dragon Fireblade. Wow. Holy equipment. That's gross. Yeah. I'll take some damage here. Well, Stormbrood end up getting to be pretty good. This has protection, hexproof from mono-colored, but I could destroy the enchantment. The question ends up being, which one's better? The Blade? We're probably getting rid of Quarry Steelcutter, just because the Mardu deck's going to be able to go really wide on me, and that's going to be a problem. Say if they had, I don't understand the delay in doing this. Gotta have another spell. But maybe that was the concern. But they really can't attack then at that point. Yeah, I think we take out the Quarry Steelcutter. Ooh, and a Piercing Exhale is pretty nice. Rid of that. And they're going to spend, pretty well their whole turn just equipping the Dragon Fireblade if they want to. Yep. I think that's a win for me. Again, just because Dragon Fireblade, they really need to, they're going to spend a lot of mana to try to get the damage in. And now Regent is pretty good. Blizzard gets really good. I think Corey Steelcutter was good because it just doesn't seem like they have... Mardu really wants to play a lot of creatures like this. We are going to absolutely pop this thing with Piercing Exhale. 3/6. Could gain the life. I think we get in. Oh, do they have to deal 5 damage? At least do this. That's what I was a little worried about that. And they have the Feral Shriek. Wow. Okay, we are pretty well out of gas here. The good part is we're not going to... Well, they play the Feral. At this point, I'd just be punching. Being able to get rid of the 2 lands was pretty good. I don't know. I think it makes sense to trade this Stormbrood. I think. We got good value off of it. Killed the token and got rid of Corey. I mean, this just gets you 4 damage. Two, 4, 6, 8. I can Constrictor and draw the card, or do I Blizzard? I think we Blizzard. Yeah, I think we Blizzard. Let them equip, pump. Hopefully spend their turn doing that. Sure. We're not in great shape here, though, to be honest. Draw some cards. Now the Dragonfire Blade does get a little bit more interesting. If I globe... I can globe into Brew. Okay. Sure. Take some damage here. Now, if they're smart, they sack the token to draw the card. We need to kill the Tactician. And we can tap down the Brigade. Them not being able to draw the card. We're certainly putting up a good fight, although I feel like we have not gotten a point to stabilize. Maybe taking out the Dragon Fireblade was better. I don't know. It is hard for our deck to deal with. Oh, that's great. I'm going to take 5 damage here. Somewhat unfortunate. I have to keep a presence here, I think. I'm not really sure what I have that can get me out of this. I can do all of my spells here. I'm thinking well, let's see what they do here before combat. We're gonna have to Dragon Spray the Shock Brigade, assuming they don't play anything big, beefy that can attack, because again, I don't want them to draw the card. We now have set up a board where, like, I'll be happy trading Sage of the Fang and the Wayfarer for the 3/3. It's another Tactician. Sure. Alright, let's just kill that. That was pretty good. Well, I have to do something like this. Yeah, I'm just not going to win. I mean, they had really timely removal, and, I mean, being able to Quarry Steel Cutter into Dragon Fireblade, basically turn after each other, was pretty hard for us to overcome here. I'm surprised they didn't attack with the Devotee. Really not losing anything by doing that. I don't know if they're confused on how to assign damage here. Yeah, you absolutely keep the Sage of the Fang on the battlefield, because if you don't, creature's getting a whole lot bigger. And they have the engine of Tactician with Mobilize to be able to keep drawing cards here. Sultai Devotee is an interesting one. 2, 4, 6. I just decline and auto. And I play the Palace. Devotee is pretty good if they don't have a removal spell. But they're Mardu, so I'm going to assume that they do. How many have they played here? 1, 2, 3? 3? Yeah, pretty likely that they have another. If they don't, this actually... Devotee does exactly what you would want it to do, which is lock up this attack. Yeah, sure. Now, they can't equip this and just kill me if I don't find something to deal with this Deathgorger, and unfortunately, I don't have many dragons left. I don't think I have any dragons left. I do have another Dragon Spray. And that's it. This, interestingly enough, does not kill me. Thornwood Falls somehow keeping me alive. I have, I think, almost all of my basic lands. I think I'm missing an island and a swamp. A 3/3 mobilize is probably good enough. Those were the cards they were hanging on to? That's wild to me. Yeah, they thought they won even though I had gained the life. GG's. Okay, I'm actually really happy with this. All of our colors, 1 tap land. Again, we're a little slow off the bounce here. Be able to go into Thornwood Falls. Ooh. No, I want to be able to play Sage of the Fang here. Ooh, and they dropped a land. Do we champion instead? I think we champion instead here. Because if this gets removed, this gets killed. Exhaled. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Hack beasts. Woo! I think the correct play is this. Oh, my devotee. Yeah, that into that. That seems fine. It's a good attack. I think potentially another Mardu opponent here. Although we have not seen Zivradias. Ooh. That happens. They kept the 2-lander, so. Okay. I can't be too mad with these starts here. We've got great color fixing. That is the one most positive thing I will say about our deck here. Really, really good color fixing. I think this is the right. Oh, 2 of my removal spells. That hurts my feelings. Like, do I want to make this guy big? Probably not. We just devotee. That's a problem. That is a problem. And I just don't have a lot to do here. They kill my devotee, I'm in trouble. Yeah, that's fine. Because I can't even tap their creature down to draw a card. Waiting for them to find a removal spell for Serac here. So once they do, I am not looking great. I'm gonna take the 6 damage. Okay. Just kill this thing. We'll tap this guy. I take 2, I take 2. Okay, there's a Regent. That can help us to stabilize. Very nicely. Vanguard's good. They're gonna make it big? Nope. They're going wide. Gain some life. We have a great opportunity to stabilize here. Dang. That was my best option. I think I don't want to deal with the menace anymore. But I have a feeling I'm about to get blown out here. No? Okay. If they counter this, GG's. It did not. I cannot win this game. I cannot win this game. 2-4. I mean, I could Lotus Light here. I could champion and Fleshcrafter, I guess. And make it 2-2. That's not like the most terrible play ever. It's just not good enough. I'm surprised that they made that bigger. Am I technically dead here? I could block. I could block this. I could block this. Block this. Yeah, good game. Too much teamer advantage. Okay, another decent start. That last game, whew, if you know, that Wayfarer, that's the right play, but it just kind of, it does stink a little bit, the fact that we milled 2 of our early interaction or decent interaction spells early on. That did hurt us a bit. I'm actually wondering if Stormbrood on the traveling botanist would have been better. I guess we force a removal spell if they have it. They probably still attack, and I do still think we kill the botanist. Yep, so they can tap it. It makes sense. We definitely take this trade. I don't need the fixing. We have another devotee. Gosh, we have to set up. I'm going to do this and do this. I'm not worried about taking the 2 damage. Sagu. They got a mountain. Little teamer action. Very nice. Subsig Appraiser into Appraiser. Very good. Very good. Some good fixing for them. The good part here is we can Thornwood Falls. Oh, they pitched the Dragonstorm. Not going to block. I'll potentially take some damage here, but that's okay. A Whisper as well. We get Fleshcrafter. Okay. Take the damage here. See what they're gonna play. Storm Show. Well, that's why we kept what we kept. This gets pretty hard to deal with. I'm probably okay with just doing champion here. And now Storm Shell. You know, I would be surprised if they still don't attack with this. Now, if they have the removal spell, good on them. We deal with it. There it is. I had a feeling that was coming. I mean, I'm going to block. Hopefully I'm not setting myself for double pain here. But that doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter, I suppose. No way, bro. My goodness, that is... Oh, I cannot win here. Every good answer. Oh, that is brutal. Yeah, I mean, we have a forever blocker here. The question is, do I copy their... This is Ward 2. Let's just keep putting power on the battlefield here. My luck is I'm going to mill. Yeah, that's fine. I would rather not fight the Stormbrood. And now their attack with their 5/5 gets a little worse. Team Tawny back, sure. Make another 5/5. Yep. Teamer doing teamer things. I feel like I have to attack, but do I put the... If I put the 1/1 counters on my Storm Shell... and make it an 8/12, and then I could make it a... I could take out a lot of power, but am I dead on the crackback? That's 1, 2. That's 5. 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. I have 7 mana. I think we just Sib-Sig here. Oh. It feels gross that I'm doing that, but... yeah. Keep it back. Another Teamer Tawny back. They're getting a ton of good value. This is the... man, look at that. Got 3 Sib-Sig Appraisers. Whew. Some people's sealed pools are so good. Just look at the action that they're getting. So the question here becomes... do I kill one of the 5/5s? Nah, I think it makes sense. To kill this. We'll make our Storm Shell just a little bit bigger. And we got to keep the team back here. I mean, we got a block like this, double its power. Yeah, that's what's coming. Oh, piercing exhale. Okay, fair enough. That kills it. It's a good way to do it. Yep. And surge. Okay. Well. I guess the question ends up being, that's 9. I would block the 5, take 4, 8. I think I have to do something like this. Assuming that they don't find a bounce spell or some type of kill spell for this. They still have good attacks, and I probably still try to push the damage in. Yep, go something like this. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. It's probably still too much for me to overcome here. Too much for me to overcome. We put up a good fight. They had some timely answers. My Disruptive Stormbrood here being countered was really, really critical. As I think if our Lotus Light Dancers is up there, we're in really, really good shape. And then really thinking about, maybe I should have made the Storm Shell bigger earlier. That would have taken it out of Piercing Exhale range. But that's really... It kind of is what it is. They just had really good value here, and again, they had really good... We just didn't have enough... what I'm realizing my biggest issue here with this deck so far, or up until this point, is when we don't have good early or mid-game interaction, we're at a pretty tough spot, so... Okay, an unfortunate turn here, but we got a chance to do Sultai, and I think another good prep, at least a little bit, for this weekend, coming up with the Arena Direct Tarkir Dragonstorm and chance to win some Collecty Boosties. So we'll probably be jumping into a draft here for Friday coming up, and then, yeah, some content around Arena Direct next weekend. If you enjoy openings, we do those every Wednesday, so be sure to tune in for those. Got playlists for all of our MTG Arena content, got playlists for all of our pack openings. If you want to go back, check out anything, that's all up on the channel in those playlists, and having a ton of fun. Enjoying Tarkir Dragonstorm, but definitely a difficult and interesting format, that is for sure. I think our strategies around some of our drafts and our strategies around sealed have to continue to evolve and improve with this format, because it's definitely been interesting. My win rate hasn't been fantastic, to be honest with you, but that's just because this format seems like it has a much, much higher top end and is a lot more grindy, and that's just something to adjust to. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for checking this one out. Like, comment, subscribe, help us get 2,000 subs as our big channel milestone here. We'd really appreciate that. And check back in for some more MTG Arena and pack opening content. Peace.